another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, we know how important it is, Charles, to have a quarterback who can take off and run with it when need be. This is a great job right here.
And he just exhibited what he's shown throughout his career, and one of the reasons why they like him so much in today's football, his ability to use his feet and get out of trouble or create plays. His legs are going to be a big part of his game as he moves on. In fact, before the game, I talked with a veteran scout. He just told me, I never thought I'd write in my book about a quarterback who's mobile that I would like this much. He likes pocket guys from the past, but the way the game's going now, this guy, he's the future.
Dancing to his left. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And LSU has taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Terry puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
LSU with a 1st and 10. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Madden. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Now for the point after. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Barrett on play action. He's going to let this one go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw. Madden. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's going the other way. got some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Barrett. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 4 yards out. And the Ducks have cut it back within a score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It's caught. Cameron, left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Barrett, his throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Barrett will look to pass it. Oh, stripped. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Madden going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Madden escaping the pressure right. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Madden forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a huge play that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay after the receivers long enough, and sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Barrett. Buying time to his left. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd and 10. To throw is Barrett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw Barrett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oregon's punter out on the field. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The LSU offense already up and at the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And what a big-time play there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good on him, too.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Murray. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And hoping to do better than that. They did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 44. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. Pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand and like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Barrett to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Another try after the first down sack. Barrett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing after the interception. Barrett. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. To throw again on second down. Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So led by a collective team effort.
Well, we're now just...
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as it'll be the Clemson Tigers taking on the LSU Tigers. All set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. We are underway in the national championship game. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10 now for Clemson. On the carry, it's Jewell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Drake. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Madden flushed out right. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. They begin with Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Taylor. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Jackson Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Tigers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, we're trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw it.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Well, LSU just 1/2 away from a national title. What a story this would be. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LSU offense already up and at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 68 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Taylor. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
1st and 10, LSU. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Madden on the move to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Off the play fake. Madden being chased out left. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And LSU adds on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown. The LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powers. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From just shy of midfield, Taylor. And that one taken in by Lashley. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Again, it's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, this may be one of those games as a quarterback where you just want to go home, draw the curtains, get the ice cream out of the freezer, stay home till Wednesday.
Yeah, but I wouldn't advise that, because if you stay home till Wednesday, the backup's going to have your job on Tuesday. All right, so I would say get out of bed, but I understand the sentiment. What a tough go for him. Defense, active all game long, foiled everything he tried to do, and then finished it off in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
defense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Taylor to throw. A check down here for Henry. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Taylor. And hauled in here by Rivera. Well, the party is on again in Baton Rouge. Back-to-back national championships now for the LSU Tigers.
For all my listeners out there, I'm just going to put it to you this way.
No matter the game, that is what he aspired.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. So my number one priority is to lead by example from day one. Work hard, be a great teammate, and become the best possible player that I can be. And together, in time, we'll turn the franchise around and become the example of organizational greatness in the NFL. Man, my agent warned me that some of these questions would be random. Yesterday I was asked about my favorite marine mammals, and now you guys got me singing karaoke? Man, I can't believe it.
Well, the good news is, and I don't mean any offense by this, but we know for sure your game tape is better than your singing.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got that all figured out.
So if you don't mind, I want to go back to your last college season. It goes without saying that you had a prestigious career. But did you feel like you needed to win the national championship to validate it?
I felt like it was the ending I deserved. You know what I mean? Like, I had this legendary college career, so it was only right that it was capped off with a championship, too.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
Yo, I got some good news before you came down. Your boy graduated, leveled up. Finally got Jordan to pass me her brand connects.
Not all of them.
From now on, I'm gonna be your go-to. First matter of business is to announce that Nike's doing a brand event with Saquon for their...
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't with the risk. Yeah, you gon' feel it in a kiss. You gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list. Don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love. I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that.
Good doing, my boys. Stick to your side.
Feel me now, they gon' build you up and tear you down. But stand your ground, must be rooted to keep evil out. And evil out, watch your tongue and who you speaking about. If your intentions don't align, then we gon' leave it out. my little guy. I know some that I took him to the coastline. I'm on west side, I'm in showtime. You got some fake friends, they just told lies. Text up, reply, baby, till my phone die. You know he lied if I said he don't lie. But once again, if you know that I'm never too proud to beg, it's hard to admit that I made a mistake. And you know I'ma always wish you the best. Always had the best.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You gotta step
it's hard to admit that I made a mistake. You know I'ma always wish you the best. Baby, look, honey, look right my way. If looks could kill, you would be most wanted. I'm a run, yeah, running through my mind, hey. Fatal by design, most wanted.
Well, you just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit different now since the last time he wore...
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in it.
Focus. Let's go! Atlanta 90! Set, hut!
set. Dallas, 92. Hut, hut.
Let's finish strong.
Here we go, here we go. 94, ready, go.
Yeah.
Ready.
Let's go.
Ready, set, hut.
We're almost there, a little more.
Ready, ready. London, 71, set, go.
So close, one more.
Want me to count?